pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everyone.
Morning. Morning.
Let's call the meeting to order and look for approval of the agenda as printed.
Any additions or corrections?
No.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
We have a first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Approve the minutes from August 2nd.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any more discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. General public concerns. Anybody here from the general public? Quiet in the hallway. We'll move on to Ben, or Dave today.
Today. First one, what do we have first? Driveway?
Driveway extension.
Driveway permit here
For Russ Nave. It's up on 200th Street. We just redid it last year. It's a dry fill. I really don't see much of a problem with it.
There's no pipe or nothing under there, it says?
No, it's a dry fill.
Well, there is a driveway there, Dave.
There is one there now. It's 50 foot wide now.
Wants to make it 100.
And he wants to make it 100.
You looked at it?
Yep.
And
Nothing.
he's doing this himself?
Yes. No, we are, he wants us to do
You guys
it.
are gonna do it? Okay.
I make a motion to approve extension for Nave. I'll second that.
Okay, we have a first and a second, any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries on the driveway. Now we have approval of application to work in the county right away from the American on 260th. In section 26.
Yeah, this is already been done.
Looks, that's
I was gonna say, didn't he send us something earlier on that?
Now,
Or didn't we talk about it?
I don't know if we've talked about it with Ben or not. Phil Drift did the work for, lanes out there, and, apparently didn't know he needed a permit.
Who?
Oh.
Ben did talk to him. It is 4 foot deep, but we did tell, Mid-American, I think, that they are still responsible if anything, if we ever go to clean, which, I mean, it's a, low maintenance road.
Yes, it does indeed. Did he just backhoe through the road?
No, he bored it.
Okay.
I don't know what,
So the concern was the depth, because if the ditch is clean, is it deep enough?
right, that's what we told Mid-Americans, that it's kinda gonna fall on them.
Yep.
He tried to say it'll fall on Hillsborough, but no, it's ultimately...
They did it for Mid-America.
Sounds like they did it for this Hangen or whatever, Hangen Electric or whatever, and then,
Jaden.
yeah.
Jamie, the T silent.
Well, but that disclaimer, yeah, if there's a point in time that ditch is cleaned,
Right,
that their responsibility, they put it in there deep enough.
right, exactly.
If you cut into it, it's only a 4-aught secondary, 120H line. What's that mean?
Is that all?
Means that it's low voltage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you...
I wouldn't want to mess with it.
That's how low voltage, so... The possibility is, they might have to make it deeper.
Yeah.
If they find out it's not deep enough, if the ditch,
Right.
if and when the ditch is clean.
I mean, it's not likely we're gonna ever clean
Not-
a ditch in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to, so I think this disclaimer, it's on them, it's on Mid-America, really.
Right.
Yep.
So that's the way it's approved?
I do believe so.
Or you're asking for it to be approved?
Yeah.
Well, he's aware of it.
Yes, Ben has talked with him, he's got
Yeah.
quite a bit more details, and I just...
Ben signed off on 8-4, so he's approved it.
They're just trying to cover,
I'm done.
Oh, I am.
You got it.
Okay.
So Mid-American will be responsible.
Yep.
I believe so.
All right, so we have a first from Dave, a second from Sandy. Any more discussion on the topic?
I thought Bruce paid the first. Did I hear it wrong?
Dave did.
Okay.
I don't care.
It don't
Okay.
matter.
Either way, I do it.
It don't
yeah.
matter.
I'm gonna put my name to it.
All right, well, I wanna get this right. Bruce?
Bruce, I'll do it, I'll take it. I wanna make sure I'm noted I'm here today.
That way you can get credit. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I was wondering, being as you guys got a couple of claims on here, if that's the reason you got sent to, for an inloader and an excavator.
I will comment, last night I was coming home about 9:30 from, Saturday night. I'd been up with my mother or something running, and I was coming home, and somebody had taken their grass clippings and dumped them all over the Hardy blacktop. I mean, not just a little bit, they must have had a bagger, and they just went out and dumped them on the road.
Why?
What?
Yeah.
Why would you do such a thing?
And it wasn't like just a little, it was about that deep, across the whole one lane of the road. Yeah, and I
That's
sent,
not good, huh?
I sent Denny, left him a
No.
text, and he got his leaf blower, and he went out and took care of it.
Unbelievable.
And I told him we should probably have a conversation with that person, because the motorcycle would've hit that.
Oh.
It
Oh,
would've-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Well, no, we don't know who did it, we know whose farm place it was.
Oh, okay.
So you can talk with Denny.
Why would you do
about that.
such a thing? Of all the places you could dump grass clippings, why would you dump them on the road?
And not just a pile, it covered the whole lane, for the length of the grass. the
Ridiculous.
lawn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, it was, disappointing people would be that ignorant.
Yeah,
The same people that are throwing the garbage in the ditches.
yeah.
But Danny was good enough to go out and pull, shade.
Yeah.
So we have our new excavator and we have the new inloader. Is the trailer in yet for the,
No.
he was, wasn't it back ordered, is that, if I remember that?
I thought it was coming relatively soon, on that, I can't give you a date or anything.
I was just
I know
curious.
Bruce was up and talked to Ben right before he left again.
All right,
Okay.
Everything looked good on them,
Yeah. Everything looks real good.
working out all right, everything.
Sounds like Bode is liking the new excavator.
Good.
getting used to the controls.
Or those joystick controls.
Ben just said they were different than what the other one,
They are, and it has a six-way blade, so now they can use it kinda like a bulldozer,
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
so they can shape a little bit nicer and easier with it.
Wow, that'd be nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we bounce down and do the claims?
Sure.
You got anything else for us?
Yep, I don't have anything else.
Hopefully Sue came back, so you don't have to answer the phone
Sue
today.
is back.
The other day, he was there by himself.
Nice.
Especially when the door is locked. I didn't hear that buzz.
Yeah.
They buying new tires for trucks?
Oh,
They had a bill from OK in there, pretty high, 1,000 something, and had another one for, Saturns.
there's a couple others. I wondered if they were getting something for a machine too, 'cause there's one from Matt's also.
I've seen they were working on
That might be-
a rubber tire excavator,
That's what I wondered.
this morning, so I wonder if they just got a flat or something with that.
Yeah, it just says tire tube, so. Okay,
Hey, thanks,
thank
Dave.
you.
Thank you.
On the claims, I got $525,138.49 on the general. Drainage, $41,130 even. Make a motion to approve.
I would second.
Look at 'em, so.
Alrighty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
But the majority of that 525,000 is 208 for an end loader and 100 and, what'd you say?
170 something, I think it was,
Yeah, for two
180,000.
machines, they're three-quarters of the
Bill.
bill that they've saved their pennies and dimes for, so.
A lot of gravel charges.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Speaking of Mid-America, they haven't done anything in that, substation that they were
No.
such a hot
Oh,
trot to get.
Yeah.
Oh,
Approved?
Put a driveway in.
Yeah, they put a driveway, but they havened, I thought they were gonna try to do that before spring.
Yeah, it was a switching station. I think.
They're switching, yeah.
Yeah, switching.
But I just wondered, the other day I drove by there and noticed
Yeah, I
that,
noticed that too, I drove by and seen that, done anything.
so I just was wondering if they were still, that's still on, do you know, Dave,
I
or?
have no idea.
I'm assuming,
They might hire a contractor to do it, so they're tied up on these storm jobs.
probably.
They're all over the United States on them, so.
Alright, well, I'd entertain a motion to go into drainage.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Have a first and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, we are moving into drainage.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Pam.
We have DD 1-10,
Morning.
Webster. Review of amended crop damage claim.
Yes, last week I had given everyone a template of the crop damage notification, and if anybody wanted to add anything, in the bottom of the form that I gave everyone, for total square feet, total acres, and total bushels per acre, we have, Ricky Posted stopped in the office and stated that Secondary Roads was out and replaced 2 of the intakes in that ditch. And Ben had sent me an email stating they had a work order open for that. And on the north side, they ended up paying $50 in crop damage for Mike Coleman. And apparently, they already have a work order open for Rick's side on the south. And he had turned in figures, he said it was approximately 30 to 35 feet, so I computed 1,200 square feet. And I used...
4% of an acre, that would be.
It's actually .03 acres, which would compute to about 56 bushels. I used the
No,
No.
no. Just corn or soybeans.
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 No.
Not, no.
.03 of an acre, is that what you said?
Right, at 1,200 square feet,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the right size.
right?
It's about,
And then according to the Iowa State University, the soybean yield for Humboldt County was 55.8 bushels per acre.
right, so you could round that up. to
Right,
56.
and then so it's actually total acres, .03, total bushel loss is 1.68.
Bushels.
Right,
Yeah.
1 point, so it's about a bushel and a half.
yes.
Right, so then the cost to plant is $8.94 a bushel. And the total yield would be $11.10 per bushel. So we're looking at total loss for planting is $15.02, and total loss for yield is $18.65. It comes to $33. I didn't know.
But you just get yield, you don't get planting costs.
Correct.
So you just get the
Yield times the price.
So, we take off, what was it, the $15, whatever it was for planting costs? Take that off, and...
Because I thought the only thing he has in it now is planting cost.
Well, no, I mean, you have your initial cost, we figure $1,200 an acre typically for crop loss. I think is what we figure, roughly. You don't pay them for their work that they've done, you pay them for their yield they should have gotten.
For crop loss,
For crop
for the loss.
So...
Okay.
Okay, 1,200 square feet.
And that was the work done in Webster County?
Yeah, you say 15.02 times dollar, or 1.68. And that'll be his pay.
Because I didn't know if there was anything set in Humboldt County to
Point what,
pay.
Rick?
It's, 1.68 times $15.02 a bushel.
1.68,
Yeah.
25.
25.23.
Okay.
Well, you
No, that's fine.
can calculate it.
I'm slow.
I watched him, he hit the right number.
Still trying to get to his calculator.
But I don't know, do you have like a minimum, if there's a small percentage of an acre that is damaged, do you have like a $50 minimum? Has there ever been anything set
No.
for that?
There hasn't, but it's, this is out, has this work been completed?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know, I was over that way, so I stopped and looked at it, and I stepped it off, it's about 27 feet by 30 feet.
Yeah. So I mean, and it's outside the
I mean,
easement.
it's smaller than this room.
Right. It's outside of any easement
Right.
for the district. This is outside of any
Well,
easement.
it's over a county main.
There's an easement over county mains.
There is.
Yes.
It is a county, but I don't know.
Well, it's not county, but I mean,
I
district.
have-
It's a district main.
The district main, there's an easement over every
We
district.
may not
main.
even know it.
Theoretically, you can send someone out across a tile,
Yeah.
you know,
Right over the top of the tile.
Yep,
Yeah.
and there's not crop damage.
And you can see where,
Well, you can still see the tile lines from
yeah,
when they did the
here and
main.
here, and they replaced
My
this
question is,
one.
why would you
as
charge
a,
$33
like,
It's right where the main goes through the road.
Webster County.
I can pass this around if you guys wanna see it.
So this is
They replaced this one on the
Webster County
north
paving
side.
this, or is this?
No. Well, yeah, we could tack them on for $1.42 or something.
I mean, this is a little,
They throw it out, it's in a county main. We have a right, 'cause it's right there where the main goes through the road.
the work was, the crop damage was involved in where the tile was, and it's a district tile. There's easements on every district tile. Just like there are easements on top of every drainage ditch.
Right. Yep.
He has my cell number, he'll call.
He's got mine too.
He has mine too.
I mean, for,
I'm looking at it, this was damage
You
done,
can see right where they cut through the road with the main. And the intake's on the main, the way it looks, 'cause it's on both sides of the road.
and this is a district tile.
And this is a district tile.
Obviously, it's not a private tile.
Yeah, it's,
You're familiar with it.
Yeah, well, this is where they did it?
I have another,
'Cause there
I
was
have
some
our
intake in here, I thought
actual,
they did all year.
if you wanna see,
I'll
Rick,
get back to the excavator in there and turn it around or something.
you can,
yeah,
yeah,
There, it's right here, you can see it, each here, right there. There's the main going through the road, and it's right there where the main is. You can pass that around. So, yeah, we'll disregard that claim. That's my opinion, but...
I would agree with that, because I believe most of this is easement area over the tile.
How wide is the easement over the tile?
Typically, it's about 100 feet wide, 50 feet each way, depending how big of a main.
I was gonna say, depending
Some of
on
them
what
are-
size the main would be, I would guess,
But it's, could be smaller, because that's a branch off the main.
But it'd still be 50.
It'd be at least
It's usually determined per size of the tile, like the one that was recently put in, is it DD 11, sub 5, the big, huge project. I believe that's probably 100-foot easement.
Yeah.
So in other words, if something, God forbid, would malfunction in that new system and they had to go out there, they follow the easement, there's no crop damage paid. So this is a smaller version of it,
Okay.
in my mind.
Looked like they
You know what?
had an excavator spun it around and
Really?
knocked the
They
crop.
have the right to go in, but I think they have to pay crop damage.
I thought so too.
If I am wrong on that, I made an incorrect statement. We have the right to go in, but we do have to pay crop damage. But
I
we
think-
can't stop you from going in,
Yeah.
Well, that
I think
could
as
be,
long as you stay on the easement.
I think that's,
if you do
You're
the
right
crop,
on that.
you think crop damage is payable.
Yes, it is.
Well, that backtracks on this deal, unless
Chip
you,
and head nods from the crowd too, so I think I'm right.
yeah, you can't stop
You can't stop.
repair of a drainage district, whatever, but
But they do pay damages to go in and fix.
this would be on tiles, so.
On tiles.
so do the,
I
just do the calculation
I'd like
on
clarification,
that.
I'm not gonna argue either way, because I don't know for sure without...
And not pay there's no planning, it's
Okay.
just the
No, it's
the
just-
damage.
it's just a-
So this would be just for the yield
Just for the
then?
yield.
Okay, so Humboldt County is at the 55.8.
So just say 56.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had listed. This one. So we compute it at 56 bushels per acre, and so that comes to 1.68 bushels. And the yield per bushel is 1110.
I'd like,
That comes to
you got your
1865.
code book.
Grab it. I think it's in here.
I know you don't go look in that.
I do, I read it every night.
I know you do. I don't wanna take you away from
We'll
that.
just remove the 1502 for the planning, and he'll get the 1865.
I guess,
I don't know, if Rick can find the code, I'm not sure the crop damage has to be paid, because in that, why is there a difference between what we just talked about on the, we'll say 20 to 30 foot top of the drainage ditch easement?
Because that was never meant to be farmed. That's the difference.
Okay, and this is in the farm
This is in the
field.
farm.
Well, that makes sense too, but,
I'm so more familiar with it, yeah.
Like if you wanted to go in your neighbor, and you have tile that runs through,
mhm,
you have the right to go in there.
but you have to pay him for crop
For the
damage.
damage. Sometimes you just gotta talk about things a little bit more, and then everything starts kinda coming together.
Coming around.
Yeah, and Ben
Ask the
said
right
that
question.
you guys replaced the one in the north ditch, where they V in together, and, yeah, he said that they, apparently secondary roads paid Mike's for his crop damage already. But he said you guys have work order 879 open. Because I don't know if Ricky had talked to Ben, or if he just stopped up at the office and said that he had some crop damage. He said approximately 30 by 32 feet.
Yeah, like I said, I just stepped it off. It's 30 by 27, so it's pretty close.
Yeah, I sent Ben a copy of this crop damage notification, and he said he thought the figures looked about right.
I just didn't know what it would pay for planting on top of yield.
No, I think it's just crop loss,
Yeah.
thing I've ever seen on crop loss, it's based on crop loss.
No, see, you know,
Let me grab
As
my-
small as the print looks, it'd take me a lot
Oh,
longer
it is
to...
tiny.
I actually just marked my, let me grab it real quick. It's under 276,
So what you have,
yeah, for filing damages.
276.1, 468.
Yeah, 468,276. And that's filing prior to any hearings. That's really not specific, I mean, just stating claims for land taken for right of way. Let me see if I can find something else.
You guys have nothing better to do, right, than watch me scan through this.
There you go.
Well, I was wondering if the Jeopardy theme song would be appropriate.
Maybe. I wonder if it might state something more under an easement instead of just damages. The damages is very vague. I can do some more investigating on that as well.
Well, if we can't find it in a timely manner,
Yeah, I know.
there's probably other
Yeah.
resources if you reach, I could probably make a phone call to one of our drainage,
Yeah.
attorney,
Now, it probably costs $150.
No, I, good relationship, he would answer this question.
For 30.
This one under 90.
For $32 claim.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, just pay.
But I think it's just a clarification, because
Yeah.
easements are involved in drainage district work.
But I think you're right, where you do pay crop damage on...
I just,
We do
I think
it
we
on- we
will
do
follow
it
up
on
and get
other-
that clarification. Everything you said makes sense, Rick, because you said the ditch thing was supposed to stay part of the ditch,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah,
just could
see,
never
this is-
enforce if they come close to
They
it.
just drag...
This is vague as well.
And form up the edge of the ditch.
If there's an appeal, action for the amount of damages or compensation awarded, the amount found by the court shall be entered of record, that no judgment shall be rendered therefore. The amount thus ascertained shall be certified by the clerk of said court to the Board of Supervisors, who shall thereafter proceed as if such amount has been by it allowed to the restrict. Oh,
I
that's...
don't know if that helped clear
Yeah,
anything up.
that's what I say, anything just under damage, let's see, 267,
Well, I guess the question in front of us is, do we allow this and then get our clarification?
Well, however you wanna do it, I mean, we're looking at
I
the
mean-
top, $50, if, otherwise it's in that $30 range for, I don't think it's gonna throw us over on our,
No.
yeah, that's all I needed you to
And it
agree
goes
to.
back to the drainage district anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Are we doing, so we're doing just the yield loss?
Yeah, just the yield loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we could have discussion at a future date, Kim had brought up the question, do we put a minimum?
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
Well, it's pretty evident that they were careful with, when they repaired it, that they took out, like Rick said, it's smaller than this room,
Right.
damage, so it wasn't like they were out in the middle of the,
No, they weren't trouncing all over the steps.
so,
in other words, if there is damages, but they don't amount to whatever set number, $50 or $100, then I suppose we could put that in place at some point.
You have to find out if that's legal though, too.
How much?
Well, we take out a little bit more than what.
Yeah.
Some.
I think the easiest way is to have, just
No, I won't.
pass it,
I won't.
and
I
we'll
won't.
bring it to next week's,
Mhm.
if we need to.
Yep, okay,
I agree.
Is that all we have then in drainage?
I think so.
Yes, and then I just have a couple invoices that need approval.
Then I'll make a motion to go out of drainage if we're done.
We gotta vote on-
No, we don't.
oh.
Got a first, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Who seconded?
Dave.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do some more research on the code, see if I can find anything else.
Yeah.
Because I may find more verbiage under easement than I am during, or just the damages, so, okay.
Okay, anything else really wanna visit about?
One for your signature and one for Eric. You can just bring those to me, and I'll go get Trish.
That air conditioner doesn't feel very cool today.
Well,
No.
I mean, usually you sit in here about freeze.
Yeah.
Today it feels like it's a little less than,
Air moving.
Too much humidity.
Yeah, you look outside, she's pretty...
Yeah, it's pretty foggy.
Pretty thick.
Brian said over by Rowan, you can't see.
Really?
Said it took him a half hour to go from Rowan to, or 45 minutes to go from Goldfield to Rowan this
Wow.
morning. Said it's that thick.
Cuts him along there.
And actually, at
Welcome back.
6:30, it wasn't bad here.
Do you have anything else?
When I pulled out on the highway, you couldn't see hardly
I think we're all done.
past high capacity.
Committee report?
Our committee reports, yeah. Bruce, you wanna start on committee reports?
I will do that. The only thing I had for the week was, Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Board in Eldora. They had, they moved, I guess they're moving forward with that, $7 million addition onto that facility down there. It's going to be, and I can't remember the dates, but the law is changing for, being able to hold juvenile kids in a city or county jail. So this facility is gonna be built with that in mind so that they can, house juveniles that are waiting for court appointments, in order to take,
Is this gonna be used to hold the older ones or the younger ones?
anyone that would be in that adjudicated, so it'd be in the older,
Older group,
yeah.
to separate them from the younger group.
Yeah. And the bid on them, I mean, it was a little over $7 million, it was bid, or the contract, or the architect had it at 6.8, so when the bids came in, they were a little nervous that, with the prices, but they ended up coming in pretty close to what they they, bid it, or, set it at. And I would tell you that I've talked with Trish. I know that there's some, the head of Boone County, one of their ladies in their office had, they'd been billed, when the kids are down there, they get billed for the charges. If they have to go to the emergency room for something, that just, and then they come back and try to take the money, or get the money from the county. Well, there had been a couple of charges on their, for medicine, and when I was visiting with Trish, I said, do we ever look at these charges? And she said, well, they look at them, but some of the medicine that, was charged was way over the cost. So, I don't know who in Boone caught that, but it's kinda like, it was a huge savings to Boone. So, one of the things that I mentioned to Trish was, we probably just need to make sure if we have anybody down there, or in any place, that you
Look the bill over.
look those bills over, because,
Something looks a
Yeah.
little unusual, check it out.
yeah, so, but they are going, the other thing that, for the year ending last year, they have it over 4,000, transportation, you know, they transport people, over 4,000 for the year for that facility. I don't know if Dean uses them, I know that he's aware of them, for like...
They have just a regular transportation
Department.
organization there that isn't necessarily to their facility.
No, it can be all, anywhere in the state.
Anybody can use it.
You know, so, it just started out as a side business, and it's grown to over 4,000, and they have people all over the state. We had one down, I think they said down in Fort Dodge, so, anyway, that's what I had for the week.
Friday?
Yep.
Okay. Tuesday the 3rd, I had the, Rotary, Matt Miller's, meeting regarding, McKinley Bailey was there and talked about, the, community effort for the daycare and that. And I think it went over really well. There's a couple of people that are interested in possibly, maybe not heading it up, but helping.
Working with them?
Yeah, working with him and that, so, sounded pretty positive. That's it.
I didn't have anything official.
On Tuesday the 3rd, we had an LAC meeting that morning, and then also I attended the Rotary Club luncheon meeting that McKinley spoke at with Sandy. And, yeah, it was good. He gives a good presentation, similar to what he talked to us about, but, yeah, I think it looked like there was some interest
Yep.
from the folks, so I think that was good. Appreciate the Rotary Club getting him to come in and
Yeah.
speak to their folks, so that was nice that they invited us, so.
Yeah.
That's what I had for this past week.
I just had the LAC meeting on Tuesday.
Looking at email, you might check, Todd put a email out about possibly the meeting on the 12th via the computer, just to give us some updates on what's going on with the dam. But I saw you...
I replied, I didn't see
I
the...
replied to him too, I will be gone on the 12th, so.
I told him that as well, but I said it doesn't hinge on me.
No, we aren't voting on anything, they're just giving an update as to where, and...
So I said,
Just keep us updated. I said the same thing, is the 12th, I could make it work, but it'd be better.
but it's tough to, when they've got more than us involved, and
I
they're trying to
think
get...
this one is just us, though. If I read that right, isn't it
Oh,
just us?
maybe.
I thought it was
Well, it's just, update from
Yeah, just an update, I thought.
them and, Mimi,
I think that,
Mhm.
well, and then their minutes, Conservation Board minutes, they may have had a similar update to their board already then,
Mhm.
and they wanted to relay it to
Right.
the supervisors.
There's also, I think were we all copied on that? I was gonna look at that too. There's that, That one from Madison Conley, Northwest Planning Coordinator for the Conservation Districts. Did you guys see that for
Is
August
that-
11th at 11:30 to 1? Pretty sure we were all on that. Yeah, we were. We were all on that. It's,
Except for the water district?
Water Conservation District to complete their 5-year soil and water.
Mhm.
There's that one too. That'd be tomorrow. No, Tuesday.
Nothing else?
For a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned at 9:10.